Here's a quick question. If you went on a 2-week vacation tomorrow, no laptop, no phone alerts, no checking in, do you think Vector's algorithm would keep running? The answer is yes, every single day without you doing anything. That's not magic, it's infrastructure. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly what's making that possible. Because once you understand it, the whole system makes a lot more sense. So what is a VPS? Let's start with the term itself. VPS stands for a virtual private server. Strip away the jargon and here's what it is. It's the computer in the cloud that never turns off. Not your computer, not Vector's computer, but a dedicated machine running on a hosted data center that's running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, regardless of what you're doing, where you are, or whether your home internet is working. Think of it like renting a desk at an office building that never closes. Your stuff lives there. The lights are always on. You don't have to show up for the building to stay open. That's a VPS. And it's where Vector's algorithms live. And why your personal computer isn't enough, you might be wondering? Why can't the algorithm just run on my laptop? It can, technically, but it shouldn't. Here's why. Your home computer is not reliable enough for a trading system. Your internet can go out, your computer restarts after an update, you close the lid and it goes to sleep, you run out of battery. Any of those things interrupt the algorithm mid-session. And in futures trading, an interrupted position could be a real problem. A VPS doesn't have any of those failure points. It sits in a professional data center with redundant power, redundant internet connections, and a team of engineers maintaining it around the clock. It doesn't restart unexpectedly. It doesn't lose its connection because your router glitched. For a system that needs to be running precisely when the market opens, that reliably is not optional. It's the whole thing, how an algorithm actually connects to your account. Here's the piece most people don't think about. The algorithm doesn't just run in isolation. It needs a live, persistent connection to your brokerage to actually place trades. That connection runs through an auto trading platform that sits between the algorithm and your broker. When the algorithm generates a signal, that platform receives it and routes the order directly to your account, automatically in real time with no manual input from you. The VPS is what keeps that connection alive 24/7. Without it, the link between the algorithm and your account would drop every time your computer went to sleep or the internet hiccuped. With it, the connection is always on, and every signal gets executed exactly when it's supposed to. You may be wondering if you have to reconnect every single day. Nope. Once the algorithm is installed and running on the VPS, it stays running. You don't log in every morning to start it. You don't reconnect after the weekend. You didn't have to do anything when you came back from vacation. The VPS is always on. The algorithm is always on. The connection to your brokerage is persistent. The system doesn't know or care that you weren't watching. The only thing that changes day to day is whether the algorithm finds a trade worth acting on. If it does, it trades. If it doesn't, it waits. Either way, it's running, with or without you. What happens if your internet goes down? This is one of the most common questions we get. And the answer is the most reassuring part of this whole setup. If your home internet does go down, nothing happens to the algorithm because the algorithm isn't running on your home internet. It's running on this VPS in a data center on its own connection. Your internet going out is completely irrelevant to the system's operation. You could have no internet for a week and every trade would execute exactly as normal. The only thing you'd miss is the ability to check your account from your home device, which then you could do from your phone or on cell data anyways. What's the setup process? The last thing people want to know is, do I have to figure all of this out myself? The answer is no. Vector handles the VPS setup during onboarding. We provide a white glove experience to walk you through the process step by step. And for most clients, it takes less than an hour to have everything installed and running. After that, your daily involvement with the system is essentially zero. If you want to check your account, that's 10 seconds on your phone. But the algorithm doesn't need you to do that. It runs either way. If you've been putting off looking into algorithmic trading because the tech felt too complicated, I hope this cleared up some of that. The VPS is the bridge that makes full automation possible. And once it's set up, you don't really have to think about it much more. If you want to see the full onboarding process and ask any questions you may have about setup, book a free walkthrough call. Links in the description.